We'll be right there in just a minute, y'all. Yeah, I'll be over in just a second. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right tonight? Cooling off a little bit now. Had to find me an old dog bed to throw out here. Hey Ralph, how you doing, buddy? Mallard 5, how you doing? Hunter Dove, hope all y'all guys is doing good tonight. Had a tough week this week with the hay. Wasn't able to get a bunch done. Snow on you yesterday? No, we ain't had no snow. Hope we don't either. Did some brush hogging today, Mallard. I can't remember all y'all's names. I'll be trying hard to. Yeah, I'll be trying to remember y'all's names. I even make me little cheat sheets, and when I watch y'all's stuff and I can't remember. We still got a bunch of hay done this week. It was just hard to get it to dry. Hunter, that'll work. Snow on you in Wisconsin and Illinois. The wind and no, that wind's tough on the semi, I'm sure. Call you Mallard. I can remember Mallard because I see Mallard on each comment. I ain't handled that, I believe. Mallard, Hunter. Yeah, the wind's been up. I started to go bale the hay today to finish that 15 or 20 acres that we had on the ground. But I do try hard not to do it on Sunday. It seems like if I do ever have to do it, then we usually tear up more than it was worth. But they're calling for good weather all this week. So we're going to try to get that, the place we was working on this week, finished up tomorrow. Then I'm trying to decide if I want to cut the other 50 acres for my buddy, or do I want to jump on my 40 acres first? Because the way the temperature's changing now, I don't think it's going to be 3 weeks before our first frost. Have I had any? Yeah, we had like a hay tornado. You talking about where it twists and carries the hay up in the field? We had one Friday when we broke a chain on the baler time we started, and I've never seen the hay go that high. That thing was probably 200 foot in the air, the hay, and was falling all out there in the road. But we didn't get we was trying to get the chain put on it. It was number 80 chain, and we needed like 16 foot of it, and nowhere had enough in one piece. So we had to go to several different places and to get enough to put it together to get us back going, and that wasted probably 2 hours of our working time on baling Friday. And we can't get the dew off of it before 12:30, 1 o'clock, because it's cooled down now. And so we start at, say, 1 o'clock, then at 5:30 the dew's back falling. And if you have any kind of trouble in that few hours, you waste the whole day. But if it was too easy, I reckon everybody would have it. Mess up the windrows, yeah. Actually, on one of my earlier videos, when we was baling, it had the drone footage in it. I think we had one of the hay tornadoes captured on that drone video. I don't remember which one it was though. But it's a lot different running his equipment versus ours. A whole lot of difference. And one of the main things is you don't hear nothing. Have to look back. Hey, Farmer Pete. Yeah, like I said, one of the main things that I noticed is you can't hear nothing when you in them cab tractors. And for me being small and running older stuff, I've got to where I listen to mine. And if we start having any trouble, a lot of times I can catch it before it breaks. Because I'll hear, it'll just be a different sound, or you'll hear a little whine, or the whine will change pitch, or the tractor will start loading different. When we able to catch stuff that way, where running his stuff in that cab and with that so much more horsepower, you don't never hear the motor change. And it seems like if, there's going to be no catching nothing early, don't seem like. It seems like it's going to be good, and then you're going to find it when it's broke. Like I said, that's just my opinion. But it's so much easier. With our tractor, on an average day, we can cut 25 acres of hay with our single tractor and that one New Holland cutter. Hey G4 Picks, glad you made it in. Well, yeah, with ours I can cut about 25 acres in a day. Yeah, that's really how it seems to me too with the cab. But I think I would still like to have one. I might have to figure out how to listen better, pay more attention. But yeah, I can cut about 25 acres. And that's going pretty hard as I can go with my equipment. And when I cut with his equipment in the video the other day, we cut right at 50 acres that day. And I run it from 10:30 that morning. I cut over half of it going at like 5.5 miles an hour because I didn't know how fast to go. I didn't want to overrun his stuff, and then he got it with me and wanted me to pick it on up that was going way, slower than it was capable of going. So, I mean, you probably could cut 65 acres a day with it. Yeah, it is nice. I've been thinking about getting us a 4-basket tedder, because tedding is the slowest part for us. Hey Tucker Rogers, how you doing, buddy? Glad you made it in. We've been thinking about getting us a 4-basket, because that 2-basket is our slowest part now. So, and now that I run his, it makes a lot of difference. Cut 90 to 100 with the New Holland self-propelled. Yeah, that's good. It makes me nervous. Like I said, we generally work about 25 acres at a time. And if I feel real good about the weather, I'll cut 2 days and put 40 or 50 acres on the ground. You ain't ashamed to sit in a cab. Farm's doing good. Everything's doing good. But I will be happy when we make the final bale for this year. Like I said, it's been a taxing year on us. When we lost all the hay that we lost, that put us in a bad spot. But we're gonna work through it, and we're gonna get over it, and shouldn't have to get rid of no cows or nothing that we wasn't planning on selling anyway. And his baler, that I think it's a BR 464 case baler, saves a lot of time over I don't even remember the name of mine, the number of mine. That's sad. But anyway, it saves a lot of time over my baler, because mine does the string, and it takes a lot longer to put the string on it than it does with that net wrap of his. I mean, time you stop with his, and it don't take but a few seconds to wrap it. You hit the hand on it, kicks it out, close it, and keep right on riding. We can certain amount. Yeah, it rained. Yes, it rained Saturday here. We was gonna bale it Saturday. The time we got there about 9:30 and got everything greased up and ready to go, it started sprinkling, and then we hung around about 12 waiting on it to dry. I actually was fixing to unhook the baler, or hook the tether back up and run over it real quick, and it started raining again, so we just pulled the plug on it and said we'd go back, try it tomorrow. We just feeding it to cows, so a little bit of rain on it ain't gonna hurt it too much. $32 tonight. I think they calling for 38 here. It's cool out here now. In my shop, it's cool. I brought me an old dog bed back there behind me, just in case I get cool, I can put it on. About to start soybeans. Yeah, the buddy of mine that I'm doing the hay over there for, they doing cotton and soybeans. And I talked to the other guy that I recorded them digging the peanuts. I talked to him yesterday, and they're going to fire back up Monday too, and I'm going to try to put the drone on them running the peanut combine a little bit for y'all. And I'd like to get you some footage of the 2 different cotton pickers. One of them's got a John Deere that does the round bales and wraps them on the back. And the other one's got an International that does like the half cubes or half whatever they call them. Just finishing wheat and selling. Plant winter wheat. I'd like to already have my cow pastures drilled with some winter stuff for the cows, but it don't look like we're gonna get it in. It'll be at least two and a half weeks before I could even think about doing it. And by then it might not have enough warm left to grow none. Module Express. Hey, Farming for Fun. You doing all right, Mr. David? Yeah, we try to plant our pastures and we do different stuff. Sometimes we do wheat, oats, mix, and it'll work out good. Sometimes it'll get up because it's been in our area, it'll get cold, you know, and then it'll turn back 80s for a couple of days, and that sometimes kills our crop in our pastures for the cows. Got 2 case combines, brand new. And sometimes when we plant the winter crop, you know, just in the cow pastures, when we start to fertilize back into spring for the pastures, it seems like we have to put so much more fertilizer and stuff back to the soil. So I don't really know if it's worth it for us if we got plenty of hay. Sometimes I think it would be better just to feed them hay and don't worry with planting the pastures, because like I said, we got the expense of planting it. If it makes it, then it's another expense in the spring to fertilize back for what that takes out of the soil during the winter. So it's kind of hard to figure out what is the best thing to do. Seeing a lot of cotton in Missouri and Mississippi, Alabama today. Yeah, there's a lot here that's not picked too. There's still a lot of peanuts in the ground here, and they usually have them out by now. But them hurricanes put everything behind. Everything's probably 3 weeks behind here. Ballpark, just guessing. Hunter, you got 2 John Deere 9500s. Nice but old. There ain't nothing wrong with old, in my opinion. I like old. But it would be real easy to get used to that newer cab and stuff. It'd be real easy. But this year, well, I don't know. Our hay situation, you know, has got me worried. Generally, I know I have enough hay that if the winter crop don't do nothing, or if it fails, then we know we got plenty of hay generally put up that we can just keep on, just feed them more if they need it, you know, just keep all the hay they can eat. There's more horses under the hood. They're not exactly. You hire the guys. Yeah, my buddy that I'm doing the hay for, he generally has guys that come in from Virginia and picks all of his cotton, but he bought him some. I hear a dog. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Get out of here. Hey. Get out of here. Hey. Hey. That ain't what you want to do, dog. Hey, get out of here. Get out of here. Sorry about that, y'all. There's some pack of hunting dogs just come up in my yard and got my dogs going crazy. Yeah, that's what he normally does, and he has a custom crew that comes in out of Virginia, and they would do his cotton. But this year he decided to go back and he got his own, another combine to pick it with. And So that's why he's don't have time to do the hay, and he's been good to me. If I ever have a question or anything and I call him, he's right on the spot, and he's there for me. So when he mentioned that he wasn't going to be able to finish his hay, I didn't have to think about it. I just asked him when did he want to do it. Not a cloud in the sky. No, it was a pretty day here too, but that temperature's dropping fast as soon as the sun went down. I hate to go let my dog out, but them dogs keep staying up here in my yard. I'm gonna run out there and let him out. He'll get them out the yard for me. I like animals, but I don't like them tearing nothing up and knocking my trash can over. Then I got to clean up something. Looks like hunting dogs. I can't really see them though, it's so dark. Pull out the gun. You know, I don't want to hurt nobody's dog. I won't want nobody to hurt mine. Is there a lot of difference in the John Deere cotton pickers that does it in the round bales with the plastic on them versus the like express modules or whatever that was earlier that y'all said? Because I know nothing about cotton. If we get our hay done early enough this week, I'm gonna try to go get in with them guys and ride in both of them. Make videos with both of them. Less maintenance. I think the one with the John Deere was telling me that one big thing that he liked about it with his, when it made that round bale and ejected it out, that there's like a ramp on the back that he can let that bale sit on what time he's making the next bale until he gets to where he wants to drop it at. Like he can drop them all in one area versus the other kind, you know, that you'll have to stop picking and drive to where you want it, which is the like downtime in essence. Different machines. Yeah, one of them does have the tarp. The international one does the tarp thing, I believe. And the John Deere wraps it. Hey Eric, how you doing, buddy? Doing good. We're just talking and crying about how we weren't able to get all of our hay done this week. What did you ever find out about the cow that had the calf yesterday? I believe it was yesterday, and you was thinking that there was another one. Taking it easy, getting ready for another busy week. Yeah, we had a busy week too. Cotton Top 3 did videos on the cotton pickers. Yeah, I didn't know what you found out with that cow yesterday, Eric. That you thought had another calf in it, and you was checking, but you didn't. You said you didn't feel nothing. Both of them use spindles, moisture pads. Okay. Hose there. About 5 gallons of water. I'm glad to hear that because I ain't never heard that. And I like to learn stuff. Yeah, I like we had a cow last year that went into having a calf, and we happened to be there. And my son, well, I don't remember what we was doing. I think we was putting up some new fence, and he told me, and we watched her for about 45 minutes, and she didn't progress and get no further. So we put her in a corral, and I only have one foot, and I reached in and got that other foot out, and it was the front feet, but I could not turn the calf's head. I mean, I was both arms deep up about to my shoulder, and I could get the calf's head, but I couldn't turn it. And I even put my fingers in its mouth and tried to turn his head, but could not. I mean, his teeth cut my fingers all up. I fought it for an hour and a half, and wasn't able to get it, and so I assumed the calf was dead. I finally got a vet that would help me, and we actually carried it to the vet, and he tried to, but he couldn't turn it. We assumed that the calf's head was growed to its side like a defect, something was wrong. But he cut the cow and brought the calf outside, and the calf was still alive. And actually, we saved the calf and lost the mama. We had to bottle raise the calf. Weights it down to give her some. I said, I'm glad to hear that, because I like to learn stuff that I don't know, and learn different ways to do what I do know. Because a lot of times you can learn something that's easier, or save you time and money. Maybe at one point she had twins. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that yesterday, like the other one had bolted early on too. Keep a bag of sugar around. Coat it with sugar and push it back in. Yeah, I was messing with the bottle calves, kind of like you do. I was getting them from nurseries, not too far up from where Mr. David's at, Farming for Fun and Profit up there, and we had to learn a bunch to save them, because a lot of times they would get sickly on us, and we learned how to tube them off of watching a TV show. I think it was Alaska Last Frontier. I saw them guys tubing them, and I had one that got weak and dehydrated and wouldn't eat, and so we done what we learned by watching a TV show, and we saved a bunch of calves by being able to. And I did drown one. I drowned one the same, doing exactly what I had been doing. Yeah, I raised one, a Black Angus heifer, from day one until she was 6-8 months old. We tubed her twice a day, every day, because she wouldn't drink. It's about cow. That's why I watch Eric's channel. Yeah, he's got it going on with the somebody's working on at that farm, feeding that many small calves and bottle calves, somebody's putting in some hard work. Because we have 8 or 10 maybe at the most at a time. But yeah, like I said, I saved a bunch of them by being able to tube them. And then I drowned one. I had one that was probably 400 pounds, and we think it got pneumonia and got dehydrated and couldn't get it to eat or drink nothing. And I tubed it just like I had done so many times, and time I opened the valve up, I heard it gurgle, and by then I run to my truck to get my pistol out my truck to put it down. Before I could even get to my truck, it was dead. I mean, it drowned it instantly, just about. Yeah, I seen them on there have to cut the calf up with them little cable saws and stuff, cut them inside of the cow. Sugar draws the moisture out the uterus and helps it go back in. Sweetens them up too. You sweet meat. You try to watch videos, but you're so busy. Yeah, but I'm the same way. I try to watch everybody's videos that I'm, that I feel connected to and like, but it's so hard. The absolute worst thing. Yeah, I've heard that same thing from the couple guys that I talked to local, when we was getting into the cows. When we started, my very first calf was born normal. And it was like 3 days later, the second one went into labor and couldn't have it. And the guy, I called him on the phone. He talked me over the cell phone. I put mine on speakerphone, and he taught me told me step by step, how to push it back in and get it turned. And I didn't have a corral. I didn't have no way to hold them then. This was right out in the middle of a open field. Luckily, she was tired enough that she wasn't fighting me. But we got it out, and no matter how hard you try, you're still going to lose some. That's why you want to be homeschooled. School ain't dumb, guys. School ain't dumb. Y'all need your education too. I mean, education is very important, y'all. My son does online school at home. But don't think school's dumb. It might seem like it stops you from doing a lot of stuff you want to do. But if you don't get that education too, there's a very high chance that that's going to stop you from doing a lot of stuff the rest of your life that you might want to do. Possibly. Not saying it will. Because I ain't no professor or nothing like that. He does the calves before he goes to school. Yeah, I think it's good for kids to work on the farm. I think it teaches them a lot of stuff that'll help them throughout the rest of their life, and whether they stay on the farm or they're not on the farm. Take care, Hunter. Yeah, get a job. Yep, you exactly right, Ralph. Right now, when you're in school, that's all you can think of. Everything that's keeping you from doing. And when you when you get out of school, graduate out of school, then that's when the real life kicks in. It's totally different when you take that step and get out. I don't want y'all young guys to think that school's not good for you. Because school, you really need it. And I know at the teenage years, y'all know more than the teachers do already. Teachers told you stop looking out the window, won't make money. Proves them wrong. Yeah, my stepfather, father-in-law, he drives big trucks and hauls a lot of grain and stuff for Pioneer and a couple other seed companies. I can see quit messing in his pants. Yeah, I've had my son and my daughter. I don't put my daughter on camera. I mean, she's one of my lives a while back. She come through the building and spoke, but she chose to do it. If she don't want to get on here, yeah, she chose. And if they don't want to get on it, I don't put them on it. My son don't mind. He's been on since I started my very first one. He was in that one, and you work for a furniture company? There used to be a lot of them in North Carolina right here above me. I don't know if they're still there or if that's, when everything got so bad, and if that industry was, wiped out around here also, I don't know. You gone, Tucker? Have a good night, buddy, if you leaving. But yeah, since we started, I mean, I have my kids out in the field. When we first started, we done everything square bales. For the first 2 years, we done about probably 35, 40 acres of hay. And all we had was a square baler. And you're talking about a lot of work. Ralph, you live in Statesville, North Carolina. Cool deal. We ride out of South Carolina between Florence and Myrtle Beach. Yeah, I had my daughter, we'd be picking up square bales. She was probably, 10 years old. I'd have her in the truck driving when me and my son was picking the bales up, putting them in the trailer. And it seems like every time we get that square baler out, there's rain coming. If you need rain, just hook a square baler up. What for dog do you have? What kind of dog do I have? There's a lot of furniture plants in Morganton, North Carolina. Farm life, if you're asking what kind of dogs we got, yeah, them brown bells was good. He likes to run them big. Yeah, he likes to make them big because he feeds most of them, and the bigger they are, the less number of bells you have to handle when you're feeding up. He runs his to 72 inches, them ones we was just belling the other day. I run mine about 5 foot, 5'2" I would go bigger, but like I said, it loads our tractor up real bad if I push them any bigger and keep them tight. We do run them tight. We keep the hydraulic pressure up on them. We try to keep them as tight as we can. You got a Chattahoochee cur. We got, used to go to Lake City, yeah, we go there. They have a big equipment sale there once a year. And we generally try to go to it. Have you made a down payment on the... No, I was waiting on y'all guys to get everybody to get in here, and I was going to see if we could, because I went and talked to them, and I come up with the first $1,000, and I was going to see if y'all was going to pitch in and get the rest of it. You go to the fiber place. I see them hauling a bunch of rubber stuff out of somewhere out of Lake City up there. I don't know what it is, but I see it on trucks a lot. No, I haven't had a chance to go look at no cab tractor. I might not sweat into cab if I had one like that, true. But I would be sweating trying to figure out how I would pay for it. I would sweat that. It would be a different kind of sweat. But we are glancing around and looking, and if we run across something that we just can't say no to, then that'll be different. But right now I don't have plans to buy one yet, because I just don't see it feasible for me, and no more hay and no more cows that we're running right now. But yeah, we've got a red and a blue heeler that we mess with the cows with. And Tuesday, I don't think we put a video up Tuesday because we cut Monday and then it rained Tuesday. And our bull decided he was going to get out and go visit my neighbor's cows, and so to stop that, we loaded him right up out of his corral and onto our trailer and carried him back to our pen. And then we went ahead and put a new fence up. That's what we done Tuesday. And it was sprinkling rain on us on and off, so we didn't do no recording. Plus, he didn't want to load. I mean, that bull was... They keep you on edge. You need to stay on edge when you're in a corral and stuff, trying to put them on a trailer. And he was trying to breed his cows, and we pulled him off of them and got him corralled up, and then trying to put him down the alley to load him. I started to come get the dogs, but I was scared that they would get hurt, or he would hurt himself in that corral if we sent the dogs in there on him. With him so fired up, with testosterone, them girls had him worked up. He was ready to work. I didn't want him to get hurt or tear my neighbor's corral all up. Because if you put the dogs in there, something's coming out. I mean, if you put them dogs in that corral, you send them in there with that bull, and if he don't go in the right direction, I mean, he's going to tear the corral up or load up one. And you don't know what, I mean, sometimes they'll just load on their own, and the next time he might decide that he's not going to leave them cows. But generally we'll give him an hour, give him a chance to calm down and move the cows away from him so they can't be right up there on the corral, you know, keeping it right in his face. And then generally they'll calm themselves down and you can generally work them then. But it took us a couple hours Monday to get him back on our side. And then, like I said, we put another layer of fence up. We got 2 fences to keep him from off the neighbor's cows. Thanks for stopping in, Eric. They dang, totally forgot what I was gonna say. I mean, I totally lost my train of thought where I was at. I can't get the but I sure hope that we get that hay knocked out tomorrow. Get it done and then try to cut 40 or 50 more acres Tuesday. Might go ahead and cut more Wednesday because I would love to get all the hay knocked out and be done with it for the year. If we don't hurry and get it, we're going to mess around and end up losing it on the ground. Or it's going to get frost on it and then that'll lay it down. Still got a bunch of square bales we need to bale for another guy. We baled some of them. He's still wanting 1,000 or more square bales. But we're going to run out of time and somebody's going to go lacking, I believe. I told him if he'll get it cut and get it dry, we can get it baled. But I think they want me to cut it too. Always welcome at my table, Ralph. You won't scrapple. I like liver pudding. Can you do it? Can I do what? Got to get them to the butcher. Can I make liver pudding? Is that what you're talking about, Scott? The 1,000 bells? Yeah. We baled 4 or 5 weeks ago or so. We baled him 600 bales in one afternoon. Then the next day, when I got through with mine, we went back with our baler and we bailed him 400 or 500 more the next day. I mean, we could get him to 1,000 square bales done if he could get it cut and dry. Like I said, then it won't be that hard on us, but if I've got to stop cutting mine or take time from baling round bales, the main thing, you know, just got to get done. But if he'll get it cut and dry, we'll give it a whirl. I think we can get close. Scrapple is a PA area thing. Okay. They got something they call scrapple here that's made out of hog parts. I don't know what exactly it is or detailed of. Yeah, we got a 574. The 574 is the one that we do. It's our little workhorse. It cuts and bales. Move both balers to the field. Good morning. 90 acres will be rolled. Yeah, we can do a lot of ground, even with my old baler. But I don't know how thick other people's hay is, but during the summer, our hay makes a lot of rolls per acre. We do a lot. I mean, like I said, I would like to have his equipment on our fields back in the summer when we was making them videos earlier. Okay, that's probably about the same thing that I've heard people talk about scrapple around here too. Like I said, I like the liver pudding. There's a couple of people around that make it. Yeah, if I'm ever out here at my shop grilling out, cooking something for me, I usually got me a little piece of liver pudding I can gnaw on while the grill's smoking. Yeah, I'm sure some of y'all seen our videos, you know, back a month and a half ago when we was round baling. If you haven't, you need to look at them. Like I said, we make some pretty big windrows. So there will be no way that we could get over no 90 acres. We probably make an average day, you know, during the summer part with us doing hay, we'll do 80, 85 round bales in a day. But that's working all we can work. And that'll be 25 acres of land, 20 acres, whatever, you know. And it don't do no good when you lose it, when you stack it somewhere and it floods. Like we did. That 464 that he's got, I think it's a BK or BX 464. It does a good job. Yeah, it'll make bales taller than me and smoking tight. I'd like to know how much they weighed. I'd like to weigh one of them. We do most of the raking with a 464 International. Four. or 500 rolls a day. No, bud, I still can't find no collards. And I got it wrote on my paper, my little cheat sheet right here to ask you. But I can't cheat if I don't remember to look at it. But no, I can't find none. I'd like to find me a couple though. How many bailers and stuff is Clint's godfather running, David, Mr. David? 400 or 500 rolls is a lot of hay. He must be running several balers and rakes and stuff at one time. If not, I'm doing it way wrong. He ran the wheels off of the 444. Yeah, there's either a 444 or a 454 right down the road from me. A guy's had it sitting out there for a while. I suppose to go look at a loader one day this week that a guy's got. A front end loader to put on something. It'll make it a lot easier to load the hay and bring it home. 40 minutes. I'm probably 40 minutes from Lumberton. Not too far for me to go at all. How much are they wanting for the 444 or the 454 that I'm talking about that has sitting out? Good tractor. I'll try to find out for you. I was thinking around like 1,800, 1,800 bucks for it. I was thinking. They used it to bush hog and stuff around like a little trailer park. I think it might have a bush hog with it. I'm not sure though. Now, like I said, it's been a while since I talked to them, but it's still out there. 10-wheel rake. Wow. He must not be making them too big, Mr. David. He must be making them, well, it don't matter how big you make them. 400 or 500 of them's a lot. You can make them, that's a lot. It don't matter. Don't even let me say he must be making them small, because that don't matter. I'm trying to think, Scott. If I tell you, I'm just going to be guessing, bud. Yeah, if I tell you, I'll be guessing. But just as, you know, when I get a chance, I go by it all the time, and it's still sitting out there. When I do get a chance, I'll ask him. 2 brakes and 2 bailers. Yeah, I'm about 45 minutes from Lumberton there, Scotts. Why, you think you might have a hookup up that way I can get some? Some collard plants. It's setting out. I mean, it's not red. You know, it's gonna need painting. It's got his work clothes on. Yeah, it's got his work clothes on. Like I said, whenever I get a chance, I'll stop back by there and look at it, and I might even take a couple pictures of it for you and send them to you. Yeah, but all the stuff's about new. Whew. Some of my stuff's about junk. I bought a little sickle bar, the 3-point hitch kind of, to cut on the ditch banks and stuff around the cow pens. Man, you talking about a headache. Cut 10 foot and work on it for an hour. Then sometime it'll work and finish the job. Next time it won't work at all. Probably be easier to weed eat it. Just thinking you might get lucky. Yeah, if you know somebody next to Lumberton or whatever with collards, just let me know where I need to go. I can run up there on the weekend easy, or a rainy day easy. 3 10-foot cutters on carts. Yeah, you can cover ground with 3 of them. Like I said, we cut 50 acres Monday, and half of the day I was going 5 mile an hour because I didn't want to run his equipment faster than he wanted it ran. He showed up and told us to go ahead and start cutting and quit babying it. The tedder makes a lot of time too. That's our slowest part. Buys a net wrap by the pallet. They make a net wrap thing to go on my baler. Yeah, my son likes it. He likes that equipment. Yeah, I let him run all of it too. He likes it. It's like I said, I can't tell you how much difference it is. It's amazing the difference of it. Cause in my head we've never ran it, nothing like that, and I just assumed that it all was the same as ours. You know, I see everybody with new stuff, but when you've never done it, you don't know. When you go from a 4 basket to a 6, it almost doubles. But yeah, you know, when you've never done it with that newer equipment, all you've ever done is what I'm used to doing. I assumed that everybody was doing it like we do. But man, as soon it wasn't 10 minutes after I was in his tractor cutting, I knew that's a different ball game. Then like I said, the tedder, same way. The tractor don't beat you around as bad. I mean, you do move around in the cab. You do feel the bumps. But if I went that fast with my tractor, that thing would throw me off of it. I'd have to wear a mouthpiece and a helmet. Run around like that, like his tractor does, and hit bumps. I have to take the race car helmet and wear it cutting hay. But it's unreal the difference to me. Maybe we'll get there one day though. Build a cage. Yeah, we could put a roll cage on it. We'll get there. He's starting welding school, tech school. He's gonna do that and do his senior year of high school here at the same time. And as of right now, he wants to be a welder. So that one cab tractor might be in the works for me. Because if I have to do it all myself, I'll just get one 100 or 125 horse tractor and build me a cart to put my cutter on, and make it so I can do it all with one tractor myself. That might be what we have to do. Because hooking our cutters, the 3-point hitch, and that can be tough to hook, especially by yourself. It's tough sometimes with 2 or 3 people to hook. But I might take my buddy's cart and bring it to my shop and copy it and build me one. And then take my 3-point rake and either build it on a little trailer type or either put a fast hitch on it and put a fast hitch on the back of the tractor so I can hook it up by myself. Because that's what's hard now, if I have to hook and unhook them 3-point things by yourself. If y'all ain't never hooked one of them 3-point hitch disc mowers up, them babies can be tough. And we have figured ways to make it some easier. Like put the cutter up on boards, to jack it up. Little tricks to help it out, to make it a little easier. Yeah, Mr. David's got 2 carts too. He's close enough that I've been talking with him some, and I think I'm going to try to go up to his place when we get the hay and all done and get, when it gets colder and we don't have a lot to do. I want to go up to his place one day and film some of his stuff, and I'd like to see his rebeller. Because that's something that I'm interested in, is making my square baler stay stationary so we could do all round bales and then bring the round bales to my square baler and let it be stationary. Won't be nothing like his though, because what I've seen of his, and his is a big rebeller that puts them in bundles and everything so they fit right in the bed of an 18-wheeler. I just want to get one rigged up so it'll unroll the round bale in front of it and bale it and just push it off the back, and then I could be back there behind it. Then, at least you wouldn't be in the field trying to beat weather to get them all baled. Take care, Scots. Put a motor on it like Eric's. Yeah, you're right, Mr. David. Like I said, I don't want nothing that extravagant right now. I just want it. I thought about cutting up my New Holland baler. I've got an old New Holland that's got the chain floor in it. And I can make a good turntable out of that to set the bell on and let that be the part that unrolls my hay. And then I can make me a conveyor to go from right under that to dump it on top of my pickup on the square baler. That'd be a good project to try to build on YouTube. Any of y'all got any idea what time it is or how long we've been on here? Yeah, that's what I've been thinking for a while. I've got that beller, and like I said, it's got a chain floor in it. And I think that'll roll it, because it rolls it when you bell on them. And that beller is 6 foot wide. It made 6 foot wide bells. And now we're making 4 foot wide, so it will be plenty of room for that bell to set in there and unroll. Just cut the top off of the beller. $8.45. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, that would. I said, I think that would work. I think we could take the top off of that beller and make you a little table conveyor to. The only problem is I think I would want it to be fluffed up some, because sometimes the windrow we picking up is so big that would, in my mind, is telling me that would overload my square beller going in it, at that rate. Unless I could unless you slow the table down enough to where it, because it would be easy to overfeed it. Seems like to me, by not never seeing one work in person. But I would like to get that this winter, if possible, and a cart made. Got to work on our sprayer too. Yeah, we got to work on the sprayer that we spray the pastures and the hay fields with. It's getting a little bit rusted up. It's probably as old as I am too. It's an old Hardy sprayer. They used to make them out of Loris, South Carolina. I'm not sure if that's where they're still out of or not. We just took it was an old tobacco sprayer, and we just took the boom off and lowered it and made it so we can adjust it, but now it adjusts down low. And we couldn't keep the pumps on it. The PTO pumps with the nitrogen would eat them out about every winter anyway. So now we just run a gas pump on it. conveyor has a fluffing attachment. Ever use it? Something keeps getting my eye out there in the yard, y'all. Tines do the fluffing. What kind of baler are y'all running on y'all's rebaler there, Mr. David? A New Holland? See, it concerns me though, because I mean, a lot of them guys feed big windrows into them, the newer square balers. And I just don't know that mine won't handle that volume of hay at, steady, I don't think. It might surprise me. A 50/70. Yeah, like I said, I just don't think mine's gonna handle that volume. I think I'm gonna have to be able to somehow be able to regulate it or slow it down or something. But if it's in that mat, when it grabs it, there ain't no slowing it down, I don't think, Artie, because I mean, if it grabs it, it might snatch 4 foot in there at one time. Hey, City Girl, Country Heart, how you doing? Yeah, that's what it seems to me like. If it's feeding, because like even if we baling in the field, when it starts picking up, sometimes it'll snatch 5 foot in it, even ahead of it, even if you stop your forward momentum. It might surprise me though. It might would handle it. Not ready for the cold. Yeah, it's getting cool out here now. I think I have to put me a jacket on. I think Columbo or something's on the TV up there behind me. I think if I could slow it down and regulate my amount of hay feeding in it, that would be easy. That I could do it then. Hold down attachment. Okay, see that's why I said I want to come look at yours this winter. 38 tonight. Yep, that's the same thing they're calling for here. 38 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me sit right here. I got that air hose is leaking. If I don't stop it, the air compressor is going to come back on. Yeah, the air compressor was leaking, y'all. Yes. I don't think it's going to turn real cold yet, though. It needs major repair. Yeah, the looks don't matter. Not if it's capable of doing its job or not. That's what I tell everybody about our stuff. All of ours has got its work clothes on. It ain't got its going to town clothes on, it's got its work clothes. If we paint them up and get them all pretty, and then I won't be scared to use it. I wouldn't want to scratch it. Scared that we'd make it be not as pretty. Well, guys, I'm getting cold. I think I'm gonna go in the house. But we'll do it again next Sunday night at 7:30. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all stopping in. And follow us on Snapchat. No, not Snapchat. Instagram. And we'll see y'all. We might do a couple lives from the fields again this week. If we get the hay going this time, we'll do them from the fields over there this week too, like we did last week. But y'all have a good week, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Take care.